Manchester United failed to go above Manchester City. They could have gone above them had they won the match tonight, but they're now equal on points with their Manchester rivals, and does mean that they failed to close the gap to 6 points to Arsenal ahead of the match where they face each other at the Emirates on Sunday. And of course, Casemiro picking up another yellow card in the match tonight means he will now miss what could potentially be a crucial game at the Emirates on Sunday. As for Crystal Palace, they picked up a point tonight. They couldn't go any further in the table, so they remain in 12th place now on 23 points.
The game and the result.
I think we controlled the game. We scored a good goal first half. I would say it was a top performance, but it was okay. Was in control. Great save. That was, I think, the only chance Crystal Palace produced. And I think we had a couple of good opportunities and we scored a great goal. And the second half, I think, was the same. We had control of the game, but I think we have to invest more for the second. If you then score 2-0, then game is over. And now you get hammered with an unlucky moment in the end.
How much do you feel that it slipped away from you? It was there for the taking, all 3 points.
Yeah, clear. If you concede a goal 2 minutes or 1 minute beforehand, then it's difficult to react anymore. Although we had the chance to score the 2-1 with Casemiro, but yeah, that's what it is. And we have to take the lesson, invest more for the second goal.
Casemiro had a bad night, of course, because he picked up that booking as well. What was your view on the booking? Do you think that was because of the type of player he was and the situation? It was just instinctive for him to do that, or should he have known better?
I think it's what you say, it's instinctive. He went for the ball. I think he missed the ball, but it's quite clear it was also a situation of our right side, what could have been a dangerous situation. So yeah, he wants to stop it. And that was his reaction, quite clear. But as I said, we have to invest more for the second goal, and then you don't come in such situations.
Were you about to take him off anyway? And also, how big a miss will he be against Arsenal?
Last time we beat Arsenal without Casemiro, and so this time we have to do the same.
What did you make of Wout Weghorst's performance this evening, and how he fitted in, and how his teammates fitted in alongside him? I
think he did quite well. I think, of course, he has to make adjustments to his game, to our game. He doesn't know our way of play, so it was a really short briefing to bring him in. Less training, so no training, no games. So first time, a couple of days here, and I think he did quite well in all the elements of football.
How much is your job now as the coach to lift everybody that the winning run is over?
It happened. You can't change this anymore. And just sat in the dressing room and we're looking forward and get energy. Look to Arsenal, and we will make a proper plan. And players have to make sure they are ready for that game, because it's a top game. And it's fantastic to play such games. So we are looking forward, and we will have convincement to bring a good performance there and to win the game.
Thanks, Eric.
This point, it did feel as though Manchester United were fully deserving of the lead. How did they create this goal?
Yeah, it took them a while in the first half to get that opener, but I think based on the half-time that we saw, they were probably worthy of a 1-0 lead. We mentioned Weghorst in the first half, and this run that he made took both defenders with him. It was a great bit of run, just leaves that space for Fernandes, and he takes a touch. He does well because he can panic, he could hit it first time. He realises he's got time, and he takes his touch and plants it in the back of the net, which changes Ten Hag's team talk at half-time. And I just felt that as soon as Crystal Palace scored the equaliser, Manchester United showed that they had other gears, they could have gone on. And we spoke as well, Jules, you mentioned a stat that Manchester United had not conceded any points from a winning position. And you could see that the second half, started bringing off a few attacking players, bringing on defensive midfield players, tried to really shore it up as opposed to going for the second goal, but obviously that backfired in the end.
Yeah, and then the equaliser came in stoppage time. Crystal Palace didn't have a great deal of chances throughout the match, but they made this one count.
Yeah, Man United restricted them, but this was a fantastic free kick. I literally said, what's he doing? Because he put it in the box because I didn't think he could score from there, but he proved me wrong. It's a fantastic free. Had to be something good to beat David De Gea this evening. Fantastic form, but the wall's small. Me and Michael were talking about that is a small wall, but you got to give credit to Elise. Even if they had a big wall, I think the accuracy and the way it dips and hits the crossbar, it's a fantastic free.
Do you mean in terms of the height of the players in the wall?
Yeah, small wall and nobody lying underneath it, which we've seen a lot of time as well. The only thing, and people that watch this show would have heard me saying it before, and I'll say it again, I don't for the life of me know why teams put their wall on that side of the goal. It's the short way to goal where he's going. You see De Gea, as the ball's going, he's looking around the wall.
So you think
the
wall...
2/3 of the goal up there.
So where you think the wall should move?
If the ball goes on the other side, De Gea goes 2 yards to the left.
It's a harder free kick.
It's a harder free kick, and it's a longer way to go to that far top corner as it is to the near top. You've got lots more time as a goalkeeper. It's a short route. You've got no one lying there. You've got a tiny wall. And you've got De Gea peering round it, giving 2/3 of the goal up. I just think you make it...
I've never heard that, Mike. I'm going to start using that. That's a good... It makes sense, though. It is right, because if you're moving it there and De Gea's here, it's a harder free kick to get over.
Look at him. And he's giving away 2/3 of the goal.
No, you're right. You are right.
And he's making it a shorter distance from ball to goal by letting him go for that near corner. And I'm not blaming every team seems to do it. Yep. So... Yeah. Obviously, I'm wrong, but I just can't for the life of me.
I don't know if you are wrong. I'm going to get that out there. I'm going to get out there.
When you're done with this TV luck, maybe you could go into set piece coaching.
I'm sweating now. I'm angry about it because it happens all the time. I just don't know why.
It's hot in there, mate. Don't worry. You're not sweating because you're angry.
Well, we talked about the chances that Crystal Palace had late on, that Wilfried Zaha one, which we'll take a look at in a moment. But Casemiro has this ridiculously good chance to get a win.
And I'm pretty sure if that was a centre forward, he'd have that sort of anticipation and knock it into an empty net, but just wasn't there.
You've missed a few like that, Clinton, haven't you?
No chance. Absolutely no chance.
If it was him, he would.
If it was me, Michael Noyce even said it.
We were rubbish.
That was the best. I knew I was waiting for that, Jules.
What a chance that was. Let's take a look at the one that Wilfried Zaha had. With it, to be honest, more than anything, this is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who we all think had a pretty good 90 minutes tonight overall. But this challenge late on, Wilfried Zaha is through on goal tonight. Does it just give you that little bit of extra that you want to put in an even better performance?
I think it does, yeah. And I think when the team sheets came out and Wilfried Zaha saw that Wan-Bissaka was going to be marking him in that game, he would have been thinking, oh no, because no player wants to play against the likes of Wan-Bissaka. His problem, obviously, is on the ball, is going forward, but he's improving that all the time as well. But as Clinton says, that was Wan-Bissaka to a T. That is the best part of his game, that late lunging tackle where he almost sweeps his leg around. And we could see it coming. And Clinton's right, if he takes his first touch across him, he takes Wan-Bissaka out the game straight away. He doesn't give him that chance to make a last-ditch tackle. But he played well. And in fact, Zaha, after he was during the first half, he switched sides. Yeah. He was getting no joy out of him. And not many wingers do get joy out of a Wan-Bissaka. But as I say, from Manchester United's point of view, you need your full-backs to be brilliant at the back, but going forward as well. And that's slightly where he lacks.
We saw a moment ago that the opportunity that Casemiro had to win the game for Manchester United in the end. Scoring goals isn't the main part of his game. Being in that midfield, he has been absolutely crucial to everything Manchester United have done well, particularly since the return after the World Cup. He picks up a booking, and I think all Arsenal fans around the world will have been jumping for joy because it means he misses the game against Arsenal at the weekend. But Man United fans will be thinking, why? Why did this have to happen?
Yeah, I'm gutted because you want to see the best players playing in that because that's going to be a hell of a game. I think he doesn't know what's behind. He doesn't have to make that tackle. I think he's thinking, we've lost the ball. It's Wilfried Zaha. He's one-on-one with me. He goes past behind him. And I still think Zaha's got a lot to do, but it's instinct in that position, and that's what Casemiro does. It's an instinct. That's what he does. He broke up loads of play today. I thought he was outstanding again, and he just lunges, and he deserves that yellow card. But I'm absolutely gutted, and you can see his manager's gutted, thinking maybe I should have took him off early. But you can't take him off early. The game's 1-0. still in the knife edge there. You can't take him off. So I think he's just got to be more sensible next time he makes that tackle.
You can see the reaction from Erik ten Hag. You can see the reaction from Casemiro, who knows exactly what it means. And I think Bruno Fernandes is one of the first players to go over to him after that as well. And you can see them almost having a conversation about it. How much of a loss will he be in that Arsenal game?
Yeah, massive loss. I mean, you get away without Casemiro in certain games. If they were playing at home to somebody next, you know, team outside the top 4 or 5, then, you know, it's not so bad. But when you play against the big boys, when you play against the best teams, you have to have absolutely everybody, all your best players, fit and ready to go. And that is a massive blow. They all knew it. He shrugged his shoulders as if to say, I couldn't do anything, but he could have. I think Clinton's right. He could have. I don't think it was, you know, Varane was behind him. It wasn't an absolute last ditch. And Ten Hag, you saw his reaction as well. So, yeah, that's one of the, I mean, it was a bitter blow. That last 10 minutes was a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
They lose one of the best players for a big game and they concede a goal, lose 2 points. And Clinton's right, you can't bring him off. What at 1-0, it goes to show they went and equalised. You can't risk bringing him off. So, yeah, a disaster 10 minutes for Manchester United.
And now from the Manchester United camp, here's Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno, how tough is that to take? Does it feel like a really missed opportunity?
No, as I said before the game, we knew it was pretty tough to play here. We could even lose the game today, so I think we're not happy with the draw. We had our chances. We should took our chances before, closed the game, but we didn't, and they had a great goal at the end. So nothing that we can do now. We just have to look forward. 1 point away. Obviously, we wanted 3 points every time. Today was not possible, but we have to look forward and go for the next one.
Do you think that's what cost you all 3 points tonight, not taking your chances, as opposed to the actual late goal from Crystal Palace?
No, I think we had our chances, as I said. We could have closed the game, but we didn't. We missed them, or sometimes we miss one pass more, or the cross was not good enough, the pass was not good enough, and sometimes it happens. They had that opportunity. Amazing goal from them. Nothing to say. As I said, 1 point. We are not happy with that, but we have to look forward now. Other games are coming, so we have to understand that we're still doing good things. Grab on that and understand what was the problems today to don't do it in the next one.
How convinced were you that you should have had a penalty?
I don't know. On the pitch, it seems that Scott gets into the ball, and the guy from Crystal Palace tried to tackle him, and the referee said it was not a try to tackle Scott or whatever, but decisions can go either way. So we can't be worried about that now. It's gone. Nothing that we can do about that. So as I said, look forward to the next game, because it's a big game again. Another one that we wanted 3 points.
And is it the same as the winning run? You've got to forget it about. It's gone. Now let's start the next run.
Yeah, it's always the same. Either way, the result, we have to think every game in the same way. So we go now for the next one. Really disappointed with the result today, but we know that it's close, the next one. So we have to prepare the game. It's not too much time to prepare it and to recover. So we have to put our focus straight on that.